So
So,
my birthday is the 15th September. Hers is the 16th of September. And by the grace of God, we were married on the 17th of September. So now I can neither forget our wedding anniversary nor save money by spending birthday anniversary present money.
yes.
I tried it one time. Fellas, don't do that.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back. Yes, we're on episode 3 now. We just came back from a mini vacation for you guys while I worked, I guess.
I don't know. It wasn't. It wasn't that many for me.
So, once or twice a month, I do go down South Florida for work. I'm a field engineer. I work on a lot of radar systems, and we have some down south that I go to work on. Occasionally, wifey and the kids did get to go with me. This time, the whole family got to go, and maybe it wasn't so much of a vacation.
Not so much.
At least we were able to get away, though. We
Yeah.
did. We got to stay in a nice place.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the saxophone player.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some decent food at a couple of spots, So
Yeah.
we I'll have a little longer video coming out later, where we kind of take you guys along with us and show you where we stayed. We stayed at a hotel called the Fenway. It's kind of become my new favorite spot down there.
It was very nice.
It is. It's kind of quaint, I guess. It's a throwback to the 1920s, kind of a Prohibition era type deal. They've still got the doorway in place, showing you where the speakeasy used to be when it was there. But they have things like the rooftop bar. You get the rooftop bar, the pool. They have a restaurant in there, which we haven't tried yet.
I've tried it, but
the dinner.
no.
Yeah.
I had breakfast there one time, and then me and the boys had lunch there.
How was it?
The breakfast was like,
I mean,
it wasn't.
What did y'all have?
Well, you might as well should have said everything was a la carte.
Was it?
Yeah. For what you got in there, I had some eggs. I had 2 eggs, some toast. Like, I'm talking about one piece of bread cut in half, some toast.
They charge you $7 for it.
Some toast and some fruit and coffee, and that was $20.
Holy crap.
So I was like, okay.
Well, we haven't actually tried dinner there just because the prices on the menu were scary, and it's hard to imagine a hotel restaurant being that upscale. It just doesn't feel right. So
it's a nice hotel. He's been trying to get me to come down there for like almost a year.
Yeah.
With him.
Longer than that.
Probably longer.
I've been making this trip, so I started doing the travels in 2020. Maybe 2022.
21.
When the construction began on the site down there, probably 2022. And for probably the last 2 years or so, I've been trying to get you to go down with me.
Yeah.
So this was your second trip with us.
Yeah, because I haven't been really able to come because
That's true.
The
boys have been in school,
and therapy and everything else.
Yeah.
So, but his mom, the angel that she is, he wanted me to go down a few weeks back. He wanted me to go down with him, and he had found this hotel on his previous trips.
So
he found this hotel.
Typically, so when we first started back in 2022, 2021, whenever it was, I started traveling down there. We stayed at a Fairfield hotel, And don't get me wrong, I love the Fairfield Hotel. The staff there knows me by name. Like, breakfast in the morning is decent enough to hold you over. You know, I mean, it really is a great place. They always upgrade me to a suite when I come there. Like, it's a nice spot. But just by chance, on a trip going down, probably 4 trips ago, I decided I would try a little different area. I just wanted to kind of explore a little bit, because eventually the idea is they want us to move down there. They want us to be local to the area and handle these radar sites down there. So I decided I would explore a little bit, and I found this hotel. It wasn't name brand. It's called the Fenway. It still fell under Marriott, so I did have my status and all with them. And when I walked in the door, I knew I was in the right place. So first off, you know, they got the valet out front that greets you.
Yeah,
that's
really
almost
good.
like, yeah, and it's almost like non-negotiable. You know? And after a damn 8-hour drive, like, I mean,
who's
that
gonna
is just,
argue with them?
Yeah, that's a welcome sight. So they got the valet. They unload your car for you, everything. As soon as you walk in the door, you usually, well, when I walked in the first time, there was a musician playing flute there when I walked in the first time. Right, I mean, as soon as you walk in the door, you're looking at this little small stage where a flute player was up there playing. The check-in desk, I mean, they had a cold, it was like a champagne drink waiting for me.
So welcome drink?
Yeah, the welcome drink is what they call it. Yeah, they had it waiting for me. You know, they handed it to me as I was checking in. Like, you just, that's just a feeling that's hard to explain after staying in a Fairfield for 2 years, you know?
And so he was there, and he was telling me about it when he called me that night. He was like, this hotel is pretty nice. He was at the rooftop bar, and I was like, he's like, oh, got this rooftop bar and everything. He's like, you'll need to come down here and stay. We can stay here. One time I was like, okay. And so
she did.
and so the next time, I think it was the time after that, because you stayed there twice by yourself.
Yeah, I stayed
so it was the time after that.
Yeah. Third time.
He was like, okay, and it was summer, and the boys out of school and everything, and his mom was like, I'll keep the boys, and so gave me no excuse.
And it was a godsend for me, honestly. You know, when you're away from your home like that, you know, yeah, it's not a big deal. You go into work and everything, but knowing that she was there waiting for me at the end of the day, and I'd go be able to have dinner with my wife, and we'd have some time together, and just, you know, kind of a reconnect or whatever, you know, it made all the difference in the world. It made my day go by so much better. And these radar systems are stressful. I have some major issues down there that we're working through, and it's constant stress, and it was just icing on top of the cake for me. It was just the best thing in the world.
Well, when he got off, and look, when he was at work, I went to the gym, I worked out,
hung out by the pool,
and then I hung out
made
by
friends
the pool.
with people down there.
Yeah. I ate breakfast there, and then I came up, laid in the bed, watched some Netflix.
Relax.
Yeah. And I drank some.
Usually, I think we had bought Woodford.
Was it Woodford?
Woodford's kind of our go-to whiskey.
Had a drink?
No, it wasn't. That time we had the Oceana or whatever it was.
Had a new one.
I can't think of the name of it.
But yeah, so then when he got off, he came home. Came to the hotel, took a shower, then we went to dinner.
Yep.
And hung out and everything. Rooftop bar at the hotel. That last time when I came, the musician, it was what was she playing? She was singing too. She had a guitar.
She had
a guitar and she was singing.
Yep.
But this time, the saxophone player.
He was pretty good.
Yes,
he was pretty good.
Was real good.
It really made a difference that he was playing a lot of Bruno Mars, which is like her favorite.
Oh my God!
So, yeah.
Look, he was playing. I was singing. You know,
having a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
It was
fun.
a special week for me.
Yeah.
I was really glad you got to come.
Yeah, it wasn't so special going to bed though.
Well, that was you talking about this. Yeah, this time.
Yeah.
This time. So, I do have sleep apnea. I do have sleep apnea, and I can wake the neighbors if I don't have my machine. And we were getting ready for bed this trip. It was us and the kids. The kids were with us. We'd already put them in bed, and we were getting ready for bed. And I realized I did not have the CPAP machine.
I said, "You lying." He said,
I always joke about it. Like,
yeah,
when we go on
said,
trips and stuff, I
lying.
always joke about it. This time, it was not a joke. And I mean, I regret it too, because
He's like, "No, I'm serious this time." I said, "You better be lying." He was like, "No, I'm serious." I'm like,
It is a lot for her benefit. It does stop me from snoring, but honestly, the sleep that I get on it, like, I mean, it's the difference is amazing. I wake up feeling rested and comfortable, whereas when I don't have it, I'm up, every hour or two because my throat's sore and I've been snoring and my head hurts and I ain't slept. I mean, it's a rough experience.
Also,
yeah, she's up too. And
I was
when
so mad.
half the wake ups is when I get bumped in the back or kicked or the bed shakes or
I hit my head on the bed.
yeah.
Or I'll shake the bed.
Yeah.
And he
And
was
it
like,
wakes me up. It does
he's like,
enough.
oh. I was like, turn over. I'm like, I'm all mad. I'm just laying on my back.
I've always snored. I always have. Used to turning over worked. It doesn't work as well now.
I got the best sleep when we got home last night. This morning I was still sleeping. I was like, man, I ain't hear no snoring. The bed was comfortable.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I was out.
Oh, baby, getting the phone call.
So I was out, but it was the best sleep. That at nighttime, I had a good time when I was down there, but at nighttime, I dreaded it.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yep. So my coworker introduced us to what was it called? It was a Cajun Smokehouse. It was
that restaurant we went
Ours
to.
Cajun Smokehouse or something.
Yeah.
And it was a house that had been converted into a restaurant. I was completely impressed with it. That was delicious.
The food?
The food. You wasn't impressed with it?
No.
What was it you had?
I had the $41 steak.
Oh, that's right.
That was
that's right.
like
yeah, that
this
was
big,
not a good choice.
And it was
It
like
was Australian
it was
Wagyu
I don't know, but
sirloin, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
with
Normally, if you want,
au gratin potato, one
Yeah.
potato
yeah,
with cheese on it. That was au gratin.
yeah, okay, baked potato with
It wasn't the baked potato. It was you take a potato, you slice it, and it's a ring au gratin.
but it's still like
And you take
Yeah.
the piece, the round circle piece
yeah,
of potato, and throw some cheese on it, and it was au gratin potato.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
Yours,
was not.
yeah.
Matter of fact, it's still in the refrigerator.
That was like the most expensive thing on the menu too.
It's in the
You know,
refrigerator.
I went with mine was a half chicken.
That chicken looked good too. You tore it up.
Half chicken jambalaya.
Yeah, and it was,
that was
half
really
of a
good.
chicken.
It was literally a half a chicken over jambalaya, and I mean, I killed
Yeah.
it. Oh man, I killed it. On top of the other food that we had gator tail was there.
The gator
Well,
tails was good. The
what was
Cajun, it was buffalo Cajun.
Yeah,
tail.
buffalo Cajun. They had their own little
tail.
sauce on it. It was good though. They were tender.
Yeah.
They were really good. The boys liked their food, but I mean, how can you? Well, they had fish,
They had
and,
fish
chips,
and chips.
which is, same as like going somewhere and getting chicken nuggets, I guess. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And the espresso martini was not good either.
no.
You
they
like
were,
well, didn't you get two?
No.
Oh,
only
you
had
had one?
Yeah,
It
no.
was- it
yeah,
was-
they were average.
It wasn't real. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't real espresso.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And it didn't taste. It was just too sweet.
Yeah, it was. Yep. And then the other restaurant we ate at, we had dinner at, was that Cafe Al Fresco.
Yeah. This one here want to say, oh, that looks like a pretty good sign. It's packed.
Yeah, we got there.
It's
There was
packed.
a
I said,
wait. There was a line outside. You know, it seemed. It seemed, you know, like there was people trying to get in line after us. Like it seemed like, you know, it was going to be pretty good. It was a local spot kind of thing.
Local spot, but everybody in here was tourists.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of noticed that when we got inside. And we also noticed that the majority of the crowd were typically lacking in taste buds.
Yes. I was the only black person
and
there.
And skin pigment, yeah. So that's a bad sign. A bad sign.
Well, he said, what'd you say at the table? And I said, well, look who's in here. Look. I said, I wouldn't go by the people in here.
It was the same conversation. We was talking about the amount of people that were in there eating. You know,
I said, look around you.
Yeah.
I would not go by the people that's in here.
Yep, and she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. Food came to the table, and everything was just...
It looked beautiful. It looked so good. It would smell so good. I was like, oh, I ordered chicken parmesan. And it had the whole chicken breast parmesan chicken with some noodles with sauce on it.
Yep.
And I was like, and the cheese melted on top of it. I was like,
it looked
ready
great
to destroy it.
It looked great.
Yes.
But it had almost no flavor. Like
it had no flavor. The chicken wasn't
the sauce. No, it wasn't. The sauce was a little bit on the sweet side, but that was all you tasted. Like
look, I tried to doctor it up. I even asked them for some garlic powder.
Yes, she did, and she got it too. They brought garlic powder and chili pepper.
Chili pepper flakes. I put some salt and pepper, and it still did not help that.
No.
I was like, yeah.
Normally she can make some magic out of some stuff, but that was not happening there.
I was like,
we boxed that up and gave it to the kids later because. And so I'm the kind of guy that eats what's on my plate. I grew up that way. You eat what's in front of you. You know, starving kids in Africa, all that kind of, you know, belief. You just don't leave food laying around. And and I'm also on kind of a calorie restricted diet right now. I only get 2,100 calories a day. And I took a couple of bites of it, and it felt like wasted calories to me. It's like, you know, I can't believe I'm wasting my calories on this. So I stopped. And that's probably the first time I've ever done that. I took like 2 bites of the chicken, and I'm like, yeah, this is wasted calories. I'm not doing this.
I took more than 2 bites.
Yeah, but you were trying to doctor it up. No, yeah.
And I was trying to eat it because I wanted that so bad to be good.
Yeah.
I wanted it so bad. And I was like, yeah, I can't eat this.
Yep. Dunedin that's where the hotel was, Dunedin. It's a nice area, really nice area, upscale area, but it's got a real touristy feel to it, a real touristy downtown section. A lot of the locals are riding around on golf carts. A lot of golf cart traffic.
Yeah.
But it's still an enjoyable spot, especially when
it's a nice spot.
Yeah, when you're not paying for the hotel, it's especially nice.
And I know my way around there a little bit. I was trying to show him these shortcuts that I just went exploring.
We still got to try the Loop.
Yeah.
They have a free, it's not a taxi, but it's like a golf cart service that'll pick you up and take you around all around the area down there. It runs Thursday through Sunday, though. And we just haven't had the opportunity to try it out. But anyways, what'd you think of that rental car? We've been driving it for
my 7th rental car.
Yeah, your 7th rental car.
I like this one.
Yeah.
It was comfortable drive down there.
Was it a comfortable drive down there?
Yeah.
I bet it was.
But I just chilled. It sure was.
A comfortable drive.
It was a comfortable drive down there. You know, I ain't go to sleep, so.
No, you didn't. You tried on the way back, but it didn't work.
Didn't do that either.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. This is Woodford, by the way. No, we are not sponsored. Maybe one day.
As we should be, because we buy enough of it.
Yeah, that's a dream one can hope for. Sponsored by Woodford.
Yes.
All right. Well,
But yeah, that's about it. You know,
I know, right?
you're gonna miss me in about a week or so.
Yeah, she's getting ready to go on a woman's retreat. I'm not super excited about it. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle for me. I'm gonna have to do a lot of like finagling, work from home, take vacation type stuff. But you know, she needs she needs some time to herself. She needs some vacation time, and I don't mind doing it. I don't mind making that sacrifice. You know, so that you can do some stuff like this.
Well, I'm kind of nervous about it because I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going out of the country, and
Yeah.
you know, and normally when I go out of the country, I'm with you, and.
It's someone you know that's running it though, right? Like
Yeah.
a personal friend that runs it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and she does a lot of them and all the time. But it's just still the point of going out of the country and not knowing, like, when we go, I'm like, I know if this happened or something happened. I know you got my back.
Yeah.
You going by yourself with somebody you know that's associate. I wouldn't say friends because I lose that loosely,
Yeah.
but it's like.
It's gonna be hard to let your guard down.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm always on
I'm
alert.
never gonna let my guard down.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna
always
be
on
like of my surroundings and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but for some reason I'm always like out in public. I don't get loose. I don't get super relaxed, and especially in a foreign country. I can't. I'm always kind of on edge. That's like when we go on cruises. I'm not a big fan of getting off the boat. It's just more relaxing to hang out on the ship than to go visit the tourist shops in Cozumel or whatever. I just don't, I don't really see the purpose in it. Oh, we can go get some locals food. Well, anything you get there is not going to be locals food, and we can get the same thing down the street. I mean, it's not, it's just not that important to me. It's not something I enjoy doing. Slight interruption with the kids. But yeah, so traveling a foreign country. But it is a woman's retreat. You guys are staying in like a compound place or whatever. I'm sure it's probably, well, I don't know. I don't know much about.
I thought it was gonna be something like Sandals, and then I looked at them pictures and I was like, yeah, this is
it's
not
gonna be a
Sandals.
house.
Yes, it was like a house or something.
And don't get me wrong, I'm worried. I'm gonna stay worried because, like when we go to Jamaica or anywhere else, we're normally staying at Sandals. And Sandals is a compound, basically, with guards and everything, security. There's really no worries there. But if you guys are staying at a house out in town or something, it worries me. It does. There's a lot going on right now. So.
Then, our next trip. Our next trip after that will be in September. Around our
Sandals
birthdays.
Ochi. Here we come.
Around our birthdays, we go. Our birthday anniversary, we go every year to Sandals.
Okay, so my birthday is the 15th September. Hers is the 16th of September. And by the grace of God, we were married on the 17th of September. So now I can neither forget our wedding anniversary nor save money by spending birthday anniversary present money.
Yes.
I tried it one time. Fellas, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that part.
Sandals Ochi. We've been there. Well, you've been there like 7 times. It is well known that Ochi is the party resort. We've got the Romeo and Juliet suite.
Yes.
I can't wait for that.
Yes.
This room is amazing.
We'll
We'll take
that.
You guys on. We'll probably do a podcast from there at some point. We'll probably do a podcast from there. Yeah, man. And then the wedding after that.
Yeah, October, Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun. Now, I'm not too sure about Cancun.
Never been there.
Yeah, I've never been to Cancun either. Mexico is not really my favorite place to be.
So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But it's a beautiful resort and everything. My middle daughter is getting married, so I'm excited for that.
Yep.
You'll get a glimpse of that also.
Yeah, I'm actually one of the photographers for the wedding, so that's all be fun. I'm excited about that. I just got some new gear in a couple days ago for it. Going ahead and getting an early prep. I'm just about all set.
And just like we said in a previous podcast, that we're going to dive into, because we take about 3 trips a year, 3 or 4 trips a year.
Yep.
And we're going to dive into showing you guys how we do that by planning ahead for the trips.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple process, but you just have to, you have to plan ahead, and you have to understand that, it looks expensive when you're booking it, but it's really not that bad, especially after you experience it one time. When you experience it once, you realize that, it's worth it. It really is worth it. And on top of that, the other thing about it is that you experience a vacation like that. And I mean, I don't know how it is for you, but I am financially minded. I'm I think logically. And after a vacation like that, I'm thinking about, how can I do this again? How can I afford to do this again? Which brings me into, what hustles can I do to make money to pay for the next vacation? Because it's worth it.
Yeah, because sometimes we book the next one right when we're on property.
You save money that way.
You save money that way, so we book it while we're on property for next year.
Yep, next year, next 2 years. I think
1 year we went to Sandals Resort twice, because we had went earlier that year with Pam and all of us, and then for our birthdays we went in September for our birthdays to Sandals. Because we went to Sandals Ochi, and then we went to Sandals, I want to say
Barbados, I think, wasn't it?
No, because Pam went to Barbados.
Okay.
We went to
Ochi, and then
we went to, I want to say, St. Lucia.
That was Latok. I think
Was it
was.
Latok?
Yeah,
Probably
that was
Latok.
a bad experience.
Yeah.
But that's for another video too.
Yes.
We don't want to get into all of that.
But yeah, we're gonna get into all of that because it's easy. Anybody could do it if you really want to go on a few trips. If you really about traveling and getting your peace of mind and your zen back to get.
It's true, and I think everybody needs to experience it at least once. Most people never leave their hometown. And
I left mine when I was 16.
Yeah, and and it's just kind of a difference.
Really.
It means a lot to get out and see the world, and I mean, I can talk more about that later, but when there's a big difference between living in your hometown and going someplace and visiting, and living in your hometown and then leaving for 12 years and seeing the rest of the world. But it changes you. It really does. It opens your eyes to a lot of things, and it really.
Yeah, like those railroad tracks that separate people.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll just dive right into it about how we save money and how we do the traveling and can afford to do it because we're not rich. And I want to hit the lottery to be rich, but right now we're not
broke.
So we have to do what we have to do.
Yeah.
And make it look good while we're doing it.
That's why I'm a field engineer, and I'm also a photographer, and I'm also a website designer, and we're a new podcast duo now. Vacation, and it's not just a vacation; it's the freedom of it. So. But all right.
But yeah.
I think we're going to cut it short for today. Good seeing you guys again, and we'll catch up with you next time.
Bye.